Hello and welcome to LittleBigArt Studio Creatething with me, McQueen. Today I'm going to show you how to make falling look cool. So there we go. Sackboy fell, hit the ground and sort of then got back up. But how did I do that? Well, it's very simple. He says. What I'm going to do is copy this so we can replicate it. Made a quick box and everything else. And I'll just take the essentials off. God, let's a bit faster than that, thank you. We haven't got all day. Create that there. Won't need the checkpoint, but what did I actually do to create it? Well, I will take the necessary things off. Let's have one last look at it all before I get rid of it. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to start with the broadcast chip and we want to set it to, let's turn that grid off because it's going to be distracting. So we want to set it to contact, all in contact, include touching, yep, and we want it to detect Sackboy. And we want it to detect, we'll go into here because they're all going to be in here. We want it to detect Sackboy's state. And the state we want it to detect is Sackboy falling. So we go in, set it to falling. You can actually have it specific to whichever player is in the thing. So you can have it Sackboy, swoop, etc, etc. So you can have animation specific. So you can have one for toggle, one for swoop, all in the same area. But yeah, well, once you've seen how to do it, that'll become obvious. Right, we want this to go up to, I put it to about 0.6, I think. We want it to be forwards, backwards. Let's just make it a little bit smaller, and there we go. So when it receives that, it will go up. Then we want an AND gate. So it has to detect two signals, and the other signal it wants to detect is a tag sensor. So let's go back in here, into our gadgets. And that's actually found, all your stuff is found in here in your gadgets, gameplay and creatures. So we're using, so look, there we go, gadgets, tag sensor. And this, if you're wondering where the state sensor is, that's under creatures. And there you go, state sensor, the one on the end with it looks like a magnifying glass. So we want to plug that in and we want it to detect, well, I've set it to red because it's impact, and I've called it impact, so we now know that's for when Sackboy hits the ground, but we're not going to know, so we set up the tag on the ground and we set it to red and we set it to impact as well, but it's constantly sending out a signal. We only want it to be a signal when something hits it, so we put an impact sensor on and hook it up, as simple as that. Now we want to set this to slightly larger range and probably a little bit more because it has to detect the wherever you are, and we want, depending on how far you or where you fall. So AND gate. Now we want a timer and we just want it to count down. Set it to the length of the time of the animation. In this case it's 1.2. And then we go in to our creatures again, and down here animators, character animation tweaker. Go in, select the animation. We don't want it to loop. Reset if inactive. Not really. We don't want. We just want it to play once. No, we don't want it. Start playing forward and it'll play once. And the animation I'm choosing, it's not going to let me. Until I put it down, it's not actually going to let me choose what animation. So we put it down, and in here I found one that is Sackboy Miscellaneous. These are the ones that are quite interesting, quite emotional, emotive. So falling, so we've got crash to floor. Crash to floor, why not? I didn't use that one before, and I don't know what the time in the animation is, so let's have a look at the time in the animation. So total time of the animation is 2 seconds, so we want this to last for 2 seconds. That's important. So we want it to count down as well. So now we've got that all set. The only other thing you want to do is to make sure your Sackboy can't move while this animation's happening, because it'd look pretty stupid if you started walking about. That's simply done with a gravity tweaker for that length of time. So there we go. So now okay, it seems to be looping. It shouldn't be looping. That's a bit loopy. Loop. No, we don't want it to loop, thank you. We didn't put loop. We just wanted it to play once. So that was a bit of a rumbly tumbly one, but you can just choose your animation. So crash to the floor. So what was the one I was using? See, there's lots. Falling towards ground, falling through space, fast clapping, lying down back into stand, front loop, lying side loop, on knees loop, Sackboy scratch, 180 turn, throw. See, there's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Wall hit and slide down. Yeah, well, we don't really want that one. But yeah, you've got lots and lots of different things to choose from. So you can choose whatever animation suits the situation. But so let's find impact one if we can, or let's be really nonchalant about it, shall we, and have an idle shrug. Now I've changed animation. It's important to look at the animation time. So it's 1.17. So we want this to be set to the relevant time. Make sure that's always the case. 1.2. That's as close as you're going to get to 1.7. Round up, just like in your maths class. So now, oh, Sackboy keeps on doing it. That's because it's probably gone instantly to loop, hasn't it? Yeah. I don't know why it does that. We don't want it to loop. We definitely don't want it to loop. He did it twice. I don't know why he did it twice. So yeah, it seems to be, but that is the basic idea behind creating. It just takes a bit of tweaking and fiddling to get it just right. But yeah. What you may want to do is put a little timer, and when this is not getting a signal, where are we? Not gate I'm looking for, back in here. Yeah, here we go, under logic, get a not gate. So when this is not producing a signal, it resets that. And perhaps reset the animation. We can, I think there's an animation reset on there, so it will only play once. Let me have a look. No, there's blend strength and that's it. But yeah, as I say, just fiddle around with it and you'll get there. See, and now you won't keep doing it because of that. Anyway, that's a basic idea on how to make falling look cool, and I'll show you how I've applied it in a level right now, and I've applied it a little bit more complex and it's a little bit harder, but I'll show you what I've done and where I've used it in a basic idea for a level, but it's in very, very early stages. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.